Oh, so hey Smig is just, I was using his inverter to charge my battery here just to test it out, you know. It eats up about 600 watts, all right. So, and it just overheated. Okay, I got a fault alarm, and you can hear it, and you can see down here it says OH. I mean, I guess that means overheat, right? And it's pretty hot. Fan's not on anymore though. It's kind of odd. Yeah, it's really hot right now. Oh yeah, it's super hot. Holy moly. Yeah, you can't run this thing for very long, that's what I want to say. Yeah, so I had the back cracked open with this, all right, it's propped open with this, and it still wasn't getting enough airflow to keep it cool, guys. And it's cold out right now too. It's got to be like 50 degrees out right now. So, and I was just charging my battery and only 600 watts, so I'd probably charge it for a good 30 minutes or so. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was charging it for about 30 minutes. That's what I want to say, because I had it. I was doing a little test with my charger, and we're doing 10-minute intervals testing the cord on it, see if it would get hot, and then after checking 2 cables, that's 20 minutes, and now I was just sitting in the front there reading my book, and I heard this thing overheat. So that sucks. Or maybe I'm gonna have to find some kind of fan here to maybe blow some air in there. I don't have a fan with me right now, so yeah, I wonder how long that's gonna beep like that. So I just turn it off. Oh yeah, okay, if you just turn it off, it'll thing. I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, there we go, it turned back on. It's super hot, guys. I got my hand on it. In fact, I can get let me get my thermometer. I have my thermometer here. See how hot it got. It's got to be like 100 degrees or something. Yeah, it's like 98 degrees. It says. Yeah, 100. There you go. Yeah, the top is like really hot. Well, at least it's cooling off now. The fan's on. So I'm kind of disappointed, guys. Man, that got really hot. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You can't. I don't think you can run it. I definitely don't think you could run it with just this. You know, if you're pulling like 1200 watts, man, there's just not enough airflow down there. We're gonna have to get some kind of fan. Yeah, what I might do is rig a fan to the USB port, find some kind of USB fan, and then like I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to have some kind of ducting or something. Yeah, that's my suggestion. Find a fan that connects to the USB port here, and then like, I don't know, aim it somewhere. Aim it like out this way or something. Keep it from getting hot. But yeah, it's like, so the way the airflow works in here, all right, if you guys remember, the intake is right here and the exhaust is over there, so it must be really hot back there, man. Yeah, it's pretty hot back there. Okay, here it's cool because this is the intake, but back here it's real hot, so that's the exhaust. The fan's just not powerful enough to cool it down, you know, and then all that hot air is just not going anywhere. It's a problem. Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of is. Like I said, there's like a vent somewhere. There's a vent that goes inside this panel, so maybe this is getting hot. I don't know. I don't feel it getting hot, so yeah, but it's just blowing the air towards like the end of the spare tire area, so kind of disappointed. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out. I have a feeling this will overheat at a track day also. So, I don't know, man. Doesn't seem very reliable. Okay, anyway, I'll plug it in and we'll see how long it'll overheat again. Okay, I got my stopwatch going. I have it plugged in. We'll see how long it takes for it to overheat again. It's definitely not cool. I put my hand under there, so I don't think it'll run for much longer. All right, pretty much over like 100 degrees, I think it's gonna shut off again. So All right, I'll just be chilling here. I'll let you guys know how long it lasts. Maybe we'll do the same test again when I let it cool down. Okay, all right, as we go. Okay, it's been about 9 minutes since it's overheated last time, and it's still running. I opened the cover a lot more. It's super hot, guys. Like here, it's hot, right? But here it's hot, like hot, hot, man. Like I cannot keep my hand on that heatsink. It's so hot, man. Yeah, here it's not that hot. I can keep my hand on it, but it's still hot. And it gets hotter the further back we go, man. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to keep this thing cool, man. This is the best way I could think of, is just to open this cover here so it gets some good airflow. But like that left side of the inverter is like 128 degrees. I know you guys can't read it there. 129. This side is much cooler. This one's 110. It's about 20 degrees cooler. Okay, 111. So 20-degree difference. That's a big difference, because I cannot even. Like, it's already uncomfortable to put my hand on here, but here I will burn my hand if I leave it there. So and it's still running. I can't believe it. Yeah, so it's just been 10 minutes now. So I think I'm gonna turn the current down a little bit on the charger. Just put it at like 6 or something. We'll see if it cools down. All right, so now we're only pulling 400 watts. We'll see if it starts cooling down. All right, as we go. Okay, so it's been 17 minutes. It's been 7 minutes, all right? It's been 7 minutes since I lowered the current on my charger. All right, so instead of 600 watts, it's pulling 400 watts, and it's much cooler now, okay? So, boy, that 200 extra watts made a big, big difference, guys. Huge difference. I don't know if we're going to be able to use this at the racetrack, man. It's not reliable, so I'll say it's just going to keep on overheating. So, before we had a problem with the breaker popping all the time, and then I fixed that. We've got a good breaker for it now, which is, where is it, man? Where's it hiding? Okay, right there. Let me see how hot that's getting. It's not hot at all. Nope. Yep. This cable's not hot at all. Okay, so everything is good except for the inverter itself, right? It did not like that. Maybe let's put it at, I will put it at 8 amps. Okay, so we're gonna, I don't know, how much is 8 amps? Let's wait till the 10-minute mark, and then I'm gonna increase the current on my charger. So before we were running 10 amps, now we're running 6 amps. I can set this thing to 8 amps, and I think that'll be like 500 watts or something. We'll see how hot it gets then. But it seems like at 400 watts, it's perfectly can handle this. Okay, if I keep the lid open, that's what I say. All right, but yeah, it's cool enough. I'm not even gonna put the thermometer on it, man. It's cool enough where I can put my hand on it, and I don't burn myself, so it's fine now. Okay, so 400 watts, that's kind of not good, guys. It's a 1200 watt inverter, but like anything over like 500 watts seems like it overheats. All right, and it seems like there's adequate ventilation if I open this. So, and then, like I said, when I'm going to be using this, there's going to probably be a bunch of stuff over here. I won't be able to open this like this, okay? So it's kind of a letdown, man. If there was a way to force cool it or use the air conditioning to cool it, you know, yeah, but I don't think under here it fits so nicely in there, man. So this is really just a light duty, man. You can't really use a whole lot. Still, the XSC with premium package is still probably better. So let's say, one, it can handle 1500 watts, and two, it's probably not going to overheat like this, man. All right, okay, so I'm looking at my timer, my stopwatch over there, and we're at like 19 minutes 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead, well, like I said, it's cool already, so I'm gonna go ahead and increase the current to 6. Well, we're at 6. Yeah, we're at 6. We're gonna increase it to 8. Okay, so now this is gonna eat at 540 watts now. Okay, so we went from 600 around a little more than 600 to 400, and then now we're at like 560, 570. Okay, so we're like kind of in between. Let's see if this thing gets too hot again. All right, so too hot is when I touch it and I can't keep my hand on it. All right, guys. All right, we're at 20 minutes. I'll see you guys in like 10 more minutes. All right, here's me up. Okay, it's been about 10 more minutes, and it's still running, so that's good. Maybe it's because the cover is opened up a lot more now. It helps with the air, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's warmer, but it's not hot enough where like it's not hot enough where my my hand gets burnt. Okay, so it definitely is warmer on this left side. I don't know why, man, but okay. Maybe I should have done it the other way around. Have the intake on the other side and the exhaust right here. I don't know, but at least here it's sucking in the cool air, right? And it's blowing it out back here. It's just heating up the rest of the stuff in here. There's really not a lot of space in here though, so that doesn't help. But yeah, it looks fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up again back to 10 amps. All right, and see if it overheats. So now it's 700 watts now. All right. And then we'll come back in 10 minutes and we'll see if it overheats. Okay guys, 10 minutes has passed, and yeah, so it's running at like 700 watts right now. And it is hot, okay? This side is hot, all right? And this side is really hot, okay? All right, so it seems like if I want to not get this thing to not overheat is yeah, I think it's gonna overheat again, guys. So to turn the power down, all right, turn the power down to at least 8 amps. Okay, so 600 watts seems to be the limit before this thing will overheat. All right, so it's doing 560 right now. So I think you can comfortably consistently do like 500, 600 watts. All right, but like 700 watts plus, good luck. You better have like a fan blowing on that thing. This thing opened all the way, man. So I'm a little disappointed in this thing's performance, man. It just can't keep itself cool enough. Yeah, but it should start cooling down. Well, I'll come back in like 5 minutes. We'll see if it cools down to where I can leave my hand on it, because I can't do it right now. Okay, and then that'll be the end of our test, guys. I've noticed the battery gauge on the Rav4 has gone down quite a bit. It was past the halfway mark. All right, see the little battery symbol in the middle right there? Yeah, it was past that when we started, and it's been more than 40 minutes, and it's gone down like 20% or something. So yeah, this thing is really chomping at the battery. But that battery is only like 2 kilowatts. Yeah, the battery's only like 2 kilowatts, so it's not fully charged yet though. Let me see if I can put my hand on it now. Nope, it's still hot. Still hot. Ooh, yeah, still hot. Alright, it should cool down. Alright, we'll come back in 5 minutes. Okay guys, so this is the end of the testing, guys. So it's at 500, it's been about a little more than 5 minutes. It's 560 watts going through this, and I can keep my hand on it. All right, it's hot, but I can keep my hand on it. All right, it's pretty warm. So I would imagine it's probably going to get a little cooler, but yeah. So I'm a little disappointed. 500, 600 watts is about how much you're gonna get out of this thing if you need to pull a consistent amount of power out of this thing. Yeah, no bueno, man. Yeah, if you need to cook with it, probably fine, you know. But if you're, I think if you're planning to use this thing for more than 10 minutes at like more than like 500 watts, good luck, man. I don't think it's gonna work out. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it works out camping, man. Yeah, especially during a warm weather, man. I don't know how long that will hold out. It's pretty cold right now, all right, and I've got it open a whole lot. So what I might want to do is close the lid and see if it overheats now. Yeah, let's do one more test. All right, I'm gonna just straight up close the lid, and we'll see if it can maintain this 560 watts. All right, so here we go. Okay, that thing's gonna overheat. I know it. And then we'll open it again and we'll check it in like 10 minutes, or yeah, something like 10 minutes. Here we go. I'm gonna open it up. All right, get the light on. Stick this under here again. How did I do this before? I don't remember. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's really hot, man. It definitely having the cover, having this lid open, it helps a lot, guys. So, but it's almost at the point, yeah, where like I don't want to keep my hand on it. All right. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Ooh, yeah. The right side, not that hot. It's hot, but I can keep my hand on it. Oh, I can barely keep my hand on it. All right, it's real hot. The left side, I can't even think it. So yeah, it makes a big difference having this lid open. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll let it cool down. We'll turn it down a little bit. I don't really need to charge it that fast. Okay, so that kind of concludes our little charging test here with the Rav4 Prime 1200 watt inverter system on Hades Omega's Rav4 Prime SE. And yeah, I'm a little disappointed. You can't really sustain heavy loads like 500 watt loads or 600 watt plus loads for like a long time, all right? Maybe like 10-20 minutes is the max you're gonna get out of it, all right? For cooking and stuff, I think it's perfectly fine. You should be able to cook a meal, you know, or heat something up in that amount of time, so I think it's okay. But just a constant load on it like that, yeah, probably not good for it. I think if I got some kind of fan for this, yeah, I think if I open this and I get some kind of fan here, maybe it'll be better. We can just force some more air in there. And I think that's what I might do. I might get a USB fan, hook it up to the USB here, and then whenever you turn it on, the fan would turn on. So yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, about 500 watts seems okay. And I guess it's okay to run it with the lid closed, but it's going to overheat real fast, so yeah. I think just like a short use, like no more than like 10 minutes would be fine, you know. And I can't even imagine if you're running like 1200 watts on this thing would overheat like fast, guys. Real fast. So you would have to find a way to force cool it. I do have some fans that I do take with me when I go to the racetrack, so that might be what we have to do. I don't know. Anyway, so the next test will be when I do take it to a racetrack or I go camping. Yeah, we'll be using it with these guys, all right, tire warmers, all right, and these eat up about like 600 watts, so that's like pretty much the limit to leave that on, and you're using it like all day, all right. You're using the thing all day, man. So this was supposed to be a replacement for this guy. Okay, this is what I used when I went to when I go to the racetrack and I need to power my stuff, or if I go camping, or I need to charge this electric bike here, electric motorcycle, then that's what I would use. All right, the only thing I don't like about this is I keep it inside the vehicle and it stinks up the vehicle because like the gas fumes and everything, and it's noisy. All right, this is silent, man. It's so quiet, man. The only thing you can hear is this fan on, and this fan is definitely not as loud as that generator. Okay, so this is so much better, man. And then like, yeah, so if you're running low on power, what you could do is put it in charge mode, guys. So what you could do is just put it in charge mode. Unfortunately, you probably get carbon monoxide in the vehicle if you do this. So okay. Yeah, so we're in charge mode now, and it's going to charge the vehicle. It's going to keep the vehicle charged. So right now you can see the power went down from about like 60% to it's about like 40% now, just from charging that battery. All right, I've had it on for about an hour now, so more than an hour. And then, so yeah, if you wanted to keep it topped up, then you could use the charge mode. All right. Ideally what you could do is before you pull up to your campsite, make sure you use charge mode for a certain amount of time, and then just put it in hybrid mode. And then when you get to your campsite, you can put it in EV mode, and then it will run silent all, you know. All right, but that's if you need to use a whole lot of power, man. When it needs power, it's just gonna, if you're in hybrid mode, when it needs power, it's gonna cycle the engine on and off. So that's what the beauty of this is, you know. And instead of running this generator, you know, that makes a lot of noise. When this thing is at full power, it makes a lot of noise, man. This thing isn't even breaking a sweat, man. You've got like I think this is like a 80cc engine or some shit. This is a 2.5 liter engine, right? A 2.5 liter generator, man. It's not even breaking a sweat having to charge the battery, you know. The only thing is, yeah, if you're going to be using the inverter and then you're going to be running the engine, you're going to be poisoning yourself at the same time. Because like yeah, the engine is cold right now, so okay. But yeah, so that is one thing you could do if you're running low on power and you need to use this thing, is to put it in charge mode and charge it. All right, and then just keep it in EV mode after, if you want it to be silent. All right, my suggestion is before you get to your campsite, if you're going to be using this for camping, or you know, whatever, if you need to use the power, just put it in charge mode, you know, while you're like driving to where you're going, and then when you get there, just put it in EV mode. All right, and then you can run it in silence. All right, 18 kilowatts is a decent amount of power. All right, is what I want to say, but it will only charge it to 80%. That's the thing with their charge mode. All right, but if it needs more power, if you exhausted your EV mode power, it'll run in hybrid mode, and in hybrid mode, if it needs more power, it's just gonna kick the motor on. Okay, so which is fine, whatever. This vehicle is so this is what I'm gonna say, such a versatile vehicle, the Rav4 Prime. All right, is what I'm gonna say. You can run it on gas, electric, a combination, and then now I can run 120 volt appliances. So pretty cool, man. You can do so many things with this. I wish I had the onboard the premium package inverter, but yeah, so yeah, it cooled down a whole lot. Okay, so that's the end of this video. So those are my kind of thoughts on it. All right, 600 watts for a sustained amount of time, like more than 10 minutes, it's gonna overheat. All right, guys, and definitely, if you want it to stay cooler, open this lid. All right, I wish there was a way that you can keep this propped open. I wish this had like a kickstand or something here that will leave it open like this. I have to put this here so to keep it open. So I'll have to find something like that, and then maybe I'll have to find a way to put a fan here to keep it cool. I think if I had like a nice fan, we could probably run it, you know. And the thing is, the fan would be running off of the inverter also. So in my opinion, this the fan for this inverter is inadequate. It's not powerful enough. Ooh, I can feel the exhaust. It's nice and warm. Yeah, in my opinion, the fan for this inverter is not good enough for this. For 1200 watts, this thing will overheat like instantly, man. And it's not even hot right now. So I think this needs a better fan, needs better cooling than this. All right. What more when the weather is hot, you know, like if it was like 80 degrees out right now, you know. So I'm a little disappointed in it, but you know, I guess it's good for like just quick use. All right, here's my out.